G'day everyone, welcome back to the Weekly Bees and our special series with the conductor of change, Garry Sanderson, the change engineer, who's written this amazing book, The Change Engineer. It's all about revolutionary collaborative performance, and we're exploring certain themes within the book throughout this series. So the next one we're looking at is, okay, this is an interesting one. I go into companies all the time, they say, oh, do we have the right narrative? Do we have the right story? This type of stuff. But the word narrative seems to have come into the lexicon of business talk literally in the last 3-4 years, to be honest with you. And you talk about in the book, but what is leadership narrative? What does that mean? And particularly in the context of the change engineer.
Yeah, so in the context of groups collaborating, it's difficult for groups to collaborate if they don't actually know have a fully clear and shared picture of what they're collaborating to achieve. So there might be a strategy in a document somewhere on their hard drive, but what's the story that's clear and shared that's in their minds? So this is a leadership challenge to create a narrative around the change or project or development of whatever strategy that they're trying to drive. Because most leaders are frustrated. They do lots of presentations. They talk to the team. Team might even be nodding along and happy and think, great, I'm glad she's in charge.
Yeah.
But when they go back to their desks, nothing's happening. And the leader, she's still on her own. The story has not moved across to be taken over and delivered by the team. So the clarity of the strategic narrative, which a leadership narrative, is absolutely key. So you have to go beyond the clever strategy and actually create a narrative. And storytelling is the most powerful leadership tool, I believe, particularly in knowledge work.
Yeah.
So it's how you bring things to life. It's stories are how you deal with complexity. Stories are how you encourage others to act. So creating a leadership narrative, and we've got a structured way to do that, so that other people can tell your story. If you're the leader, it can't just be you. And it's only when you've maybe told your story clearly till you're absolutely sick of it, that other people are starting to get it. So you need a clear narrative, you need to repeat it, and then you need to challenge others, particularly your direct reports, to be sharing that story and helping each level and each person in the organization work out what's the story in terms of what it means for me. And again, we've got a process for doing that as well. Other than that, you've just got somebody standing at the front of the room saying what sounds like cool things and nothing's happening.
Fantastic. And of course, with stories are passed down and passed around. Okay, they might get embellished to some extent at some point in time, but if you've got a very strict and compelling narrative, then people will understand it and then they'll know what they need to be doing. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, great. Thanks very much, everyone. We'd love to hear comments. Bit of a longer one this week, but it's really good because it's super important. It's all in here in the Change Engineer. Get your copy, and we'll see you next time on the Change Engineer and the Weekly Bees.